name. Slick and snowy roads last night are being blamed for a crash that killed a local Greek Orthodox priest. 37-year-old Matthew Baker lost control. He was driving along Route 2 in Norwich. His minivan left the road and rolled over. His 6 children also in that minivan, but incredibly none of them were seriously hurt. Baker recently transferred to the Holy Trinity Parish of Norwich from Rhode Island. We're going to have much more on Father Baker's death coming up tonight on News 8 at 10 and 11. Darren?
And we've got your back tonight, getting to the bottom of a battle between the ride service app Uber and Connecticut cab drivers. Uber, as you probably know, is popular among a lot of people here now, and cabbies say it's stealing their business. There's a hearing today about how to regulate Uber in our state. It was standing room only. In fact, they had to move it to a bigger venue. Our chief political correspondent, Mark Davis, joins us live now with more on what happened today. Mark?
Hi, Darren. Good evening, everyone, from the Hartford newsroom. Uber drivers say it's working and people really like it. Cab companies say it's unfair and unsafe. More than 20,000 Connecticut residents have a taxicab driver's license. There are over 400 taxicab companies, and they all appear to be in a battle for survival against something called Uber. It's a free smartphone app that owns no vehicles and technically employs no drivers. The app allows you to get a ride from someone in their own car willing to come and pick you up. It tells you who's coming and what kind of car they're driving, and the fare is cheaper. More than 100 Connecticut residents that have signed up and are driving for Uber jammed into a legislative hearing room today, joining regular cab drivers and cab company operators ready to do verbal battle.
This is what the consumers of Connecticut want in here. They want another option.
Uber's has more sense of accountability for not only for the drivers, but also for the riders.
But that's not the way the cab operators see it. State regulations require cab drivers to have a fingerprint-based background check and physicals like truck and school bus drivers.
We're not asking for changes for any regulations or laws. We just want them to comply with the laws that are currently on the books.
There's no regulation for the cars, for safety, for inspection, or for anything.
The proposal to regulate Uber was written by Representative Sean Scanlon, who signed up to be an Uber driver himself to investigate.
I sort of saw firsthand how lax their regulations actually were.
Another lawmaker points out that if you use your personal car like a taxicab, you're violating your own insurance policy, which says you don't use it for business, and any loan you may have on it, which says the same thing.
That's a big liability problem, and Uber doesn't have an answer for it.
Last year, Colorado became the first state to regulate what are technically known as transportation network companies like Uber, requiring that they have a permit, insurance coverage, vehicle inspections, and driver criminal background checks, just like the cab drivers. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.